Hey everyone, I wanted to do a point of the week for you. I haven't done this in a while, and I used to get a lot of good feedback on this, so I wanted to kind of bring it back and hopefully I can get more points going forward and continue to do this. I tried it a few weeks ago, but there was some issues with. I tried to use a pro doubles point, and there were some issues with the rights of the U.S. Open or something like that, so I couldn't use it. So I found this one on YouTube. This looks like a college tennis match, or it's definitely a college tennis match from J Tennis. So credit to them for getting this video up. And then I think it's Pac-12. It looks like the Stanford logo, and then Arizona State maybe. Those look like Arizona State colors. So yeah, it's a tennis match between them. This is a really well played point, and what I'm going to do is kind of break down each shot and all the things that they did right. There's really not a lot they did wrong in this point. You can tell these teams know doubles pretty well, so that you can kind of implement some of this stuff into your own game. So after the video, if you find this helpful, give it a like below, and if you could share the newsletter with some of your tennis teammates, that would be super helpful as well. And if you're not signed up for the newsletter, you can sign up at thetennistribe.com. So the first thing I'll do is I'll show you the point. We'll play the full point here, and then I'll go back and show you, walk you through each shot. So let's play the point first. So you can see it's a pretty well played point. We'll go back here to the beginning. So this team in the near court starts in the I formation. What I'm going to do is actually play this in slow motion for us. Let's do quarter speed. So they start in I formation. The Stanford team starts with two back, which is a reasonable return strategy if you're struggling to break, if the net player is getting targeted a lot. Definitely you can move to that. I don't like to start that way, but if we're struggling to break serve, or if the server's partner at the net's really picking off a lot of balls, it's a good way to buy yourself more time. Or if you're both just more comfortable at the baseline, I think that's totally okay. You can see the server's partner goes left here. The server goes right. Ooh, I'm going to mute this. So pretty good serve down the tee to the forehand. It's a really good return actually down at the knees of the server. He has a forehand volley, and he plays this really to the perfect spot. He plays it deep to the backhand of the opponent, which is a really smart play here. With both players back, you want to really focus on depth. So you can see that lands pretty far back there, and this guy's got a backhand that's behind the baseline, it looks like. And he just comes up with a good lob. He comes up with a really good lob, which is a good play. He must have known that opposing net player has been closing hard. The guy has to get back on his heels and hit a kind of tough overhead that he barely gets back. And on this shot, the opponent has a lot of options here, and this is a shot I want to focus on. So one thing they could do is they could go back deep cross court to the opposing player that they just lobbed, which would not be a bad play. The person was kind of off balance, and you do have a pretty high forehand, about shoulder level. The other option is to try to rip an inside-in forehand down the line. It looks like this player has the line covered pretty good, though. But the third option, which I really like a lot, and he actually goes with, is he hits a low one kind of over this middle net strap, even a little bit to his left of it. And it's at the backhand volley of the opposing net player. And that's always a really good shot if you have a a solid kind of short ground stroke that you can hit. Low to the backhand volley from this ad court is always a good play because you'll either be able to get it down the middle, which is the area we want to take over in doubles, or you'll make them kind of take a stab at a very difficult backhand volley. So you can see he's going to hit this pretty low over the net. So if the guy were to hit a backhand volley right there, that's not going to end very well for most players. That's going to be a really difficult shot. And the other player has to hit it way back here. He's completely off camera. So that creates a great opportunity to close into the net. So he's able to do that. And the player who's off camera that just hit a forehand actually hits a really good shot. Again, focusing on the backhand volley, he buys himself some time by going cross court, and he also gets it far enough cross court to where the player has to hit a low backhand volley again. So now he's got time to kind of move forward into the court. The player hits a pretty decent backhand volley, tries to get it relatively deep in the court, again to the backhand, which is key, and he doesn't quite get it deep enough, but it was a difficult backhand volley, and I'm assuming, again, Arizona State player hits a pretty good lob that I guess it isn't quite good enough, and this player is able to come over the top and hit a tough, like, skyhook Nadal shot that lands pretty deep in the court, and then the player in the near court misses there. So that's the point. So again, a lot of really good play here, targeting the backhands, focusing on depth, trying to make the opposing net player kind of stab at some weak backhand volleys, keeping it low over the net when the opponents are at the net. All of these things can really make a difference in the match. The more we're diving into pro doubles matches as well as college, and then even our level at the USTA, I'm noticing that it's really just a couple of points in every single match that make the difference. And if you do this and implement all of these strategies, you'll be able to get a few of those points to swing your way and start winning more and more of those matches. So again, if you like this video, give it a like below. Sign up for the newsletter at thetennistribe.com, and if you're already signed up, if you can share it with a friend, that would be super helpful. It's a great way to support the work that we're doing. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.